And hello again. So this is video number 4. The first one shows you how to create your account and how to log in. The second one shows you how to create a classroom and an assignment. The third one focuses on how the student logs in, types in, uses all the different tools and features, and gets their feedback. And this one is going to focus on after the students have typed their essays, what you can do with this. And so I'm logged back into our demo account to show you how this works. And let me go ahead and get rid of, no, we don't want to do that. There we go. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the submissions that the students have done. This is my dashboard, and you'll notice I'm going to go ahead and show you right here the tutorials. They are all going to be loaded in here for you. So if you do have a question, you want to look back and see how something works, then just certainly go right in there and it'll show you. Here's our dashboard, and we're going to go into this class period because this is where I submitted some assignments, including the one that I showed in the third video. If I just click on view right here, it shows that there is one assignment in that class period and it's active. I haven't archived it. And there are 7 students that have submitted a response. So if I just click on view right here, it's going to show me any assignments that I have in there. And we just have that one assignment in there, which we titled that the koala is keeping cool. So here we could view it, we could edit it, change the IEPs, publish, export, and I'll show you those features in just a minute. So duplicate. The reason why this one is important is because if you have the same assignment, the same passages, the same prompt, but you want some students to have the IEP accommodations and some not to have them, this is where you would simply duplicate the assignment, select the class that you want to go to. I want to go to the same class period. I'm going to duplicate it. And now I have those 2 assignments in here. I'm going to rename this to number 1. That would remind myself that that is not going to have any of the accommodations, however you want to label yours. I'm going to take off that vocabulary support. Actually, we're going to leave the definitions in there and take off some of these other things. I'm going to still have it release the feedback immediately. I'm going to take off the speech to text feature. I'm not going to have any read aloud accommodations. I'm going to leave those graphic organizers on there, allow the dictionary access and the font sizes, and save those changes. Now I have the 2 assignments in here. I may not have, there we go. In here, we have the 2 accommodations, and it's going to allow you to look. I don't have any inside of here, so that's not going to show me any students have created any assignments. But I'm going to go down here to this one, and it's going to show me, when I click on view, it's going to show me all of the students' essays. And you can go ahead and start clicking on view their work. Over here, it shows me their average score, the completion rate. All of them have completed. That is start. None have revised those. The conventions got a 64%, whereas the organization and development got a 48%. There's none that are started or in progress. And this will, if you click on here, it's going to show you that scoring guide, what was used to score those students based on that is your rubric that you applied it to. If I go over here and look at our submissions, it'll show you how many times that they have revised. This one actually revised it 1 time. And if I click on view work, it's going to show me what the student submitted. This was a really good essay. They scored a 5 out of 5, 3 out of 3 on the convention, and 2 on 2 on the conventions. It's going to show the feedback that came with it for the student on both categories. This was the organization development, and the feedback over here, what their criteria was and what they scored. And then again, it has that overall feedback. One neat thing that you can do here is that you can adjust the grades. You're like, well, I actually think that student can do better. I think it was good, but I don't think it was quite a 3. You can move it down. You can also change and put in your own comments here. So this is the comments that was put in towards the student on the organization development. This was the comment that was put in for their conventions. And then you can actually add your own comments because you know your students best. Did they do their best? What would you like to see them do better? You can even add your own comments. I am so proud of you for doing such a great job on using punctuation. If that's something maybe that you are working on with your student. And then you can click save or reset. Here we can change that back to that 3 because that was a good essay. And click on save, and it's going to save those there for you. All right, you can also send it back to revision and say, you know what, I think we need to work on it a little bit more. You would send it back to the student for revision, or you can mark it as final. Another cool feature is that we have where you can export the student's work, and that's going to create as an Excel file or a CVS, I should say. And then over here, you can download it as a PDF. I am going to go ahead and click on that to show you what it looks like. It's going to come up here in a regular PDF, and you'll see what that looks like for you. Then the other neat thing that it can do is that you can click on this big arrow widening tool, and it's going to put it up in a presentation mode. If you have this up on your screen, it's going to show that essay. It's not going to tell the students who it came from, but it is going to show their essay, and it's also going to show the criteria and how they met those things, what their scores were. And it's going to give you all feedback. This is something neat that you can show your other students what those good essays look like, or maybe an essay that needs some work and some recommendations from other students without showing which student that it came from. This is your feedback where you can adjust, you can return it for revision, mark it as final, you can export it, you can create a PDF, and you can take those PDFs to an IEP meeting, or you can send it home with a congratulations on it. Anything that you want to do with that, it's available to you. And then you can just click on the next assignment, and it will take you right there. So this is what it's going to look like for you on your dashboard for all of your classes. If you return to the dashboard, there's all of the classes, and there are your individual student assignments. And it shows you how many are in there, and that updated for us right there. And if I click on view, that's where it shows all the assignments, and it's going to give me those metrics for each of your assignments as well. You can also archive a class. All right, so that's about it. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. If you have any feedback or issues or another feature request that you would like to see, please go ahead and click this button. That's where you're going to provide us some feedback, and we will certainly get back to you as soon as possible. I look forward to hearing how wonderful this tool is helping you and your students, reducing your workload and improving their writing. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.